Good morning. Hello. Welcome. Today, that's a little full. Today is January 10th. It is Saturday, and I'm a few minutes late. Sorry about that. But I don't have a great reason. It's just I'm just a little late. But yesterday was really great. I was really thrilled with my painting. I'm really excited to take it on today. I feel like I'm really starting to get my stride with stones and the texture. It's starting to feel easier. So why don't we go ahead and get started? Thank you, my love. Got a nice little treat. Spouse just brought it in. Thank you, John. All right, let's do this thing. That camera is not on. Whoops. Haha. It's okay. We're there. We're there now. We got it. Okay, here we go. Here is yesterday's painting. Stone monolith. Loved it. Let's roll a die to determine what we are doing today. Let's roll you two. Okay, let me get my worksheet up. This is gonna be I don't know if you can hear that. That's the sound of a dog getting themselves comfortable on a beanbag. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna roll. We're gonna get something. And good morning, Linda. Good morning. Let's see. I'm going to do it again with advantage and just pick the one that I like the best. I like that. That feels fun. All right, we have 1 and a 17. 1 is a towering cliff face. 17 is a wind carved formation. I'm going to do some wind carved formation. Absolutely. If nothing else, I'm actively playing a video game on an alien world where that is the landscape, and it's really cool. So let's do that. Let me grab another washi tape roll here. Okay, we're on it. Windswept. I'm gonna just really quick. I have something in mind for it, but let me just see if there's any other visual inspiration. Windswept rock formations. Let's see what happens. Ooh, that's cool. Yeah. Okay, it's about what I expected. Okay. Cool. Let's get to it. Get my washi tape going. This one is a black washi tape with pineapples, for those who are curious. Anyone watching anything good right now? I haven't seen the new Stranger Things season, so no spoilers there, please. But I am currently watching Man on the Inside, which is an incredible show, very charming, with Ted Danson, who is a national freaking treasure. If you're not familiar with that name, Ted Danson was in Cheers, most notably. That's where he got his fame. But I know him mostly from The Good Place, which is one of my favorite TV shows. There we go. You finished it last week? Wait, which one? Stranger Things or I mentioned a couple of shows just right there. I set myself up for confusion. Are you not sticking? We'll roll with it. Let's see what happens. Ah, very nice. Hey there, Murthy greatness. Hello. And sweat. Morning, Brenda Lee. Okay, so, all right. Love The Good Place too. It's such a good show. Linda, you finished Golden K-pop Demon Hunters. Amazing. I hope you enjoyed it. You liked Strange. You finished Stranger Things last week. Ooh, Linda, you're watching Percy Jackson. I've seen ads for it, and it's really interested me. But I didn't read the books when I was a kid and they were coming out. I didn't not kid. I think those were young adult when I was a young adult. But I very much am interested in that sort of like fantasy meets kind of modern, like it's like a clash, modern and like classic mythology. I'll have to check that out on Disney Plus, you say. Excellent. Okay. So windswept. So what I'm thinking is sort of like really diagonal sort of spires. Like horizon. Let's make that horizon a little more level. Okay. I definitely will. Thank you. Oh, you read the Percy Jackson books with Laurel when she was younger? That's so cool. Let's see, what books was I like series? Obviously Harry Potter. That was, the millennials freaking Bible. Like I think it literally outsold the Bible. I'm gonna start with a tan wash here. I really loved the Aragon series when I was a kid until I watched the movie, and then I still loved the book series, but I didn't read the books again after that. I was disillusioned. If you are familiar with that whole debacle, basically they made a movie, or if you're not familiar, let me tell you, they made a movie and it was atrociously bad, just ridiculously bad, and didn't try to stick to the canon at all. Like there was almost no similarity to the book series, which was wildly frustrating as a very excited kid who went in there like, I went to the movie theater to watch this, and me and my brother both were so excited, and we walked out of that theater like, what was that? But anyway, I read The Chronicles of Narnia. I didn't love The Chronicles of Narnia, but it was interesting. It was, I read the whole series, kept me going. Oh, thank you so much. Shea Pearls. Oh, also, hi, Tiger. I'll tell you something that, well, because of Aragon, I love Avatar: The Last Airbender, the show series. I never went and watched the movie. I refused. Aragon scarred me. So I have just I avoided it, and when people said it was bad, I was like, I'm not even gonna try. I'm just going to leave that. Adding a little bit of Payne's Gray here. Well, thank you. Thank you for subbing. I hope to see you around in our lives more. Chez Pearls. That's just a fun name to say. Chez Pearls. You have 3 of the Narnia DVDs. Yeah, I haven't seen them in forever. Well, I watched the first one recently, as in like the last 5 years, because John never saw them. So I showed him the first one, but I don't think we ever got to the second one, let alone the third one. I actually didn't know that there was a third one until pretty recently. It came across my dash, like, you know, how streaming services will sort of just show you things. They'll cycle through when they're idle. It showed it, and I was like, holy moly, would you look at that? I had no idea. Okay, well, that's still a little wet. I'm going to come back through and add a little bit of Venetian red to kind of, I don't know, add some color mixing. We're winging it. Kind of a, I guess, rusty rocks. I am painting so in the month of January, we are focusing on studying rocks. Thrilling sounding, I know, but truly rocks are in so many different things, and it's can be a really intimidating like texture and form to try to emulate. So we're studying rocks, rock formations, cliffs, all that jazz. And today we're doing some wind-swept rocks. So getting these really lovely dramatic spires. Kind of letting the watercolor doing a little bit of the walking and talking here to help determine kind of what these are going to ultimately look like. Hey there, Eva. Oops, I accidentally just flung a little water onto the computer screen. Oops. All right. I'm going to dry this really quick so we can move on and do something else. I do remember you. You got a tent in your room? Awesome. That sounds like fun. I used to do that from time to time, set up some kind of a tent or a fort for a few days and just crawl around in it. It was awesome. All right, let's paint the sky really quick. And what if we painted the sky a crazy color? A not sky color. Alien, like, I don't know yet. I'm going to add a little bit more texture to the ground here. Hey there, mean catnap. Great name. I look like Bang Chen from Stray Kids. I'm not familiar. I'm going to hope that it's a compliment. I mean, even if it's not, I'll take an observation. This washi tape is not wanting to stick. It's old and wow, apparently there's a crumb of this blue that's in my paintbrush, but I don't know, I kind of dig the randomness. Get some of that Venetian red in the ground as well. You know, I gotta say, I have been having nothing but fun with these dagger brushes. I'm really glad I got them. Maybe it's just novelty because I've had round brushes for so long, but they just are very, I don't know, they scratch an itch. They just make really nice shapes. Linda, you already got one? Or on order? Very cool. Froggy is gone. Brenda Lee, what do you mean by that? Got to go ride your hoverboard. I didn't know that hoverboards are still around, to be honest. All right, let's start carving out some shapes in these great big rocks, shall we? Okay. So right now I'm just kind of creating lines that follow this shape, this rock face. Oh, it looked like a frog. Okay, I could see that. Okay. It's starting to look rock-ish. Well, hello. Welcome. Going out just a little bit more concentrated while this is still wet, getting a little bit more intense colors in some of these spots. Kind of a loose wet on wet, wet on dry. Depends on where I'm putting it. Kind of just letting it happen pretty organically here. Hmm. Do you like the hoverboard, Eva? I feel like I'd fall flat on my face. You get hurt a lot. Well, I guess that's how you learn. As long as it's not big hurt, it's just little hurts. I tried skateboarding a little bit as a full adult, like just at like 30 years old. I was like, I kind of want to learn a little bit how to skateboard. I didn't get terribly far, but it's because I was terrified of falling on my hands and like breaking my wrists or something, which I kind of use them a lot. Oh my goodness. This is the moment where I realized I'm old enough to be mother of a person who is like over a decade old. Oh, my doggy just groaned in the corner. So sad. So pitiful. Okay, I'm trying to water this down a little bit back here because I don't want it to be super strong way off in the background like this. Never skateboarded or rode a scooter. I don't blame you. I don't have insurance good enough for me to do extreme sports. At least not without wearing the full regalia: hat, helmet, um, braces, elbow pads, knee pads. I'm all in it. Hey there, Alone MF. Okay, let's do. What am I doing? What am I doing? I'm going to dry it really quick. This is everyone's favorite part. We're all literally watching paint dry. All right. Not going to be doing 2 live streams today just because this is the last one of the week, but we will be back Tuesday and then Wednesday and then Thursday. And we kind of make this a regular thing. So you're more than welcome to come back and hang out with us, do a little bit of creative stuff, or just hang out, you know? Okay, we're adding a little bit more shadow here. Oh my gosh, look at the time. Whoa. Oh, you rode horses. See, that's nice. I love horses. I grew up in the country. I'm not a Chicago girl by birth. Okay, let's try to just add some sharp contrast, some hard colors here, build up the contrast because I am running out of time. Oh, for those of you who are not aware, right now what we're doing over on Foxy is a building better creative habits workshop, better creative routines, technically. And we are meeting every Saturday at 2 o'clock, which means later today we are going to be meeting and we're talking about goals, rewards, and habits. So it's going to be a really dense time, a lot of tools, techniques, but it's going to be really fun. We're going to work on making sure that it's a fun process and not boring and droll. We want to keep things fresh and interesting. Linda, you have such a cool athletic background. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I was not and never was the athletic kid. I was the artistic kid. I was inside. Okay. Thank you, Alone. All right. Okay, one more run with a really dramatic dark color, and then I'm going to add a sky, and then I'm done. I'm just doing the dramatic dark here. I'm going to do it as quick and decisive as possible. Bold strokes. Getting a little bit of that Payne's gray. Kind of very scratchy, dry strokes. Okay, let's add a sky. It's all right to ask questions. No problem here. I'm an educator. This is what I do. I answer questions. All right, let's paint this sky. Have we settled on a color that's not regular blue? I'm going to go for like a yellow sky. Let's do that. It sounds fun and weird. Ooh, alien. Ooh. I love this color. Quinacridone gold. Great color. Alien. I like it. Ah, dang, Linda, you were in couple book clubs until COVID shut them down. That's COVID did a number on things. All right. I'm going to remove the tape here, and we're going to see this bad boy in all its weird glory. Woohoo! And then I'm going to go eat a donut. Yeah, that's right. I got donuts waiting in the other room. Okay. Yeah, that tape barely was sticking on there. My favorite color? And that's a tough question to ask an artist. I say the color I find myself using the most is blue, which is funny. I'm not using it at all really today, but I'm almost always using blue. All right. That's it. That's today's painting. I like it. It's not as good as yesterday's. Yesterday's was freaking excellent. Today's still very good, very like it. But you know, we're not always going to be tippy top. That's okay. I learned a lot still, and this was really fun. All right, friends, I am going to bid you farewell for now. If you are a Foxy member, don't forget that we have workshop today at 2 o'clock on building better creative habits. If you aren't a Foxy member, but you want to be, you can still join the workshop and get access to all the other good stuff that we got going on. All right. Pink is like my secondary color. I use blue and pink together all the time. All right, everyone, have a great rest of your day. I hope it's a wonderful Saturday, a wonderful weekend. And if I don't catch you in the workshop later, I hope you have, like I said, a great weekend, and I'll see you all on Tuesday. All right, everyone, toodles.